Just a sample like coaching, coach sample. Just wanted to check in. First live screen, you know, first one ever. What I say? I said live screen. Okay, we're gonna keep it all live and all raw. I don't know how this is gonna unfold. I just want whoever. I just want to allow um, whoever to find this to be led here, and I don't want to have to send any notifications. I just want uh, probably a strong 300 subscribers. Like the movie 300. So when you do find this, like and subscribe. I'm just observing this new moon. Feel free if you find this stream to join me. I'm just gonna let this flow. I'm just trying to enjoy my new moon. So, you know, a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in the world. Um, I had my broadcast set to come on today, so uh, you know, I wanted to make sure I did come on. I think this channel has like 2 subscribers. I don't think I ever interacted with them. Uh, this is the new YouTube, in my opinion, from what I'm used to. I haven't really been on YouTube since 2012. Um, I feel like it is a transformation going on in the world, and I just want to make my presence. I just want to put my presence back out there with everything that I do have going on. And see if I can find some other people observing the new moon, and maybe share the stream they have going on. I got to figure out all the lingo with the new YouTube, and at the same time present what I am here to offer. It's going to be completely organic, everything that I am presenting. So, like I said, whoever finds this stream, welcome. Blessings to you on this new moon. Um, Bear with me while I just figure out these different controls and then we'll get going. A lot going on in the world, but definitely a lot going on in the world. I'm just trying to clear some things out in my mind, body, and soul. Uh, so yeah, feel free to join me. Gonna pretty much speak on a lot of stuff that is just gonna flow naturally on this late night new moon observation. If you do find this stream somehow, some way, because it's not gonna be advertised, it's not gonna be, put out there during what the algorithms say or anything like that. So if you find this, then you're in for a treat because I don't know what's gonna happen by the end of this. And I'm just going to, you know, expand. I'm going to allow expansion into my life, into those people's lives who um, find this stream. I got this verse from, I was going to share the screen, but, I'll figure that out later and put the Bible verse up there. But I kind of like it natural like this, like mm, show people you can read or you can't read. So um, I want to shout out to, not sure the which congregation or which Hebrew stream that was doing the new moon observation in scriptures a couple months ago. This is where I got this scripture from. If um, I don't want to say the wrong ministry, so you find this, I apologize for not remembering this, but I know you spoke on this, so I'm going to speak on it just to start my live out, my live, and keep that going, um, by keeping God first. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing trumpets, a holy convocation. Yet, correction, ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. So, I haven't really been in the scriptures. I'm not to pretend like I'm in the scriptures like I need to be. But you know, just trying to hold myself accountable on some things and try to put God first with a lot of things. That's my direction. That's my path that I want to lead on a daily basis. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to allow into my black hole, my ether that I got going on right now. I'm all black right now. I don't know. I may go into the booth tonight. I don't know how. It depends on how I'm feeling. So um, I'm just relaxing right now. As I got in the title talking about the Lion's Gate, a lot of the tarot readers and everything like that, they're um, focusing on the new moon as well. And it always puzzled me because there's always the light and there's always the dark. And you have the witchcraft, and then you have the almost as if how they say it in the Book of Solomon, the lesser keys of Solomon and the greater keys of Solomon. Some of that you don't really want to be dabbling into. And the other side of it is a force for good. So I kind of moved away from a lot of that occult, esoteric writings, um, because you really need to know what you're doing when it comes to dealing with that information. So, but what always intrigued me was, the fact that the Mazzaroth in the Bible and the signs and wonders that is spoken of in the Bible, you know, it's not astrology is not foreign to God's people, So what's really coming from my heart in this new moon is that I think God's people need to start to understand exactly what the Mazzaroth is speaking to us and how to read these things again. My eyes is like bloodshot red, not really liking how they're looking. So that's why I got my hat down low and everything like that. But uh, I just want to take this time in this new moon to reflect on the journey that I've been through, being an 80s baby born in 1981, you know, having so many resets in my personal life. The first one, I'm not even gonna say my first one, but my most monumental one was in 2001, of course, September 11th. That was a time for all of us. Well, at the time, a lot of people just life just kept moving. But for some reason, something in the inside of me changed, and I was pursuing sports, and I was going in a specific direction. And something inside me at that time helped me to something just switched on into my life. And when that switch came on in my life, it was like there's more to life than just you know sports, uh, money. It's more to life than what I was aiming for. So I started to incorporate a lot more things in my life that was more artsy, music, just ways to express myself in that regard, to really, figure out the directions that I wanted to go. So let me see here. See if I can find some more people observing the new moons, who is going on. Um, a lot of people different, people are saying, like I said, I'm trying to familiarize myself with the Hebrew calendar and the observation of the new moons and the new months, according to the Hebrew calendar. And it's hard to find people speaking on that because the only people that still really observes the new moons are tarot card readers, and things of that nature. Um, but I have found some things, you know, hold on a second. I do want to share. I just think that was just powerful. I may have had it saved over here in my studio because it's probably going to use it as some type of a creation. So a lot of the tarot card readers are talking about the Lion's Gate portal. Okay. Um, I'm not too familiar about what that's about, but it intrigues me that a new moon falls on that in Leo, so that being said, it falling in Leo is almost kind of, it just feels prophetic with everything going on. Okay, Revelations, the new moon falling into Leo. Oh, the King of Kings. It's like we're just reaching, searching for answers and searching for um, guidance, and you know, maybe this portal is a way to get that guidance from the Lion of Judah, you know. So, anyway, um, not to be in the occults or anything, but any way to connect with, you know, the Holy Father, whether it's with the Holy Bible or, the Mazzaroth, you know, as it's called in the Bible, or what the secular world calls the constellations. I want to give my fire offerings. I want to release the things that do not serve me. I want to release those things, and things that I've learned through life is why I'm starting this coaching channel. So it's going to be a life coaching. So this first weird video, it is spiritual, but I just wanted to crank my life coaching off, which will be mostly on my other channel. This is going to probably be more of my creative channel. And so since it's going to be more of my creative channel, it's not going to have a lot of lives on here. It's just going to have, even though my first live is on here. So welcome to my first live. It's going to probably have, creative videos. I have my, uh, uh, chapter one of the Georgia Guidestones on this channel, so you can check that out. Any producers, any you know artists out there that want to join me on the remix, that was kind of just like a freestyle, like a one take in the studio type thing, 20 minutes of bars that I just had to let go and record and get out there like the day of the election, by the day of the election. So I do want to. There's a lot behind that creation. If anybody takes the time to listen to it, you'll hear the thought put out into the actual lyrics. And speaking of that, it's been a lot of music going on. You got the new Nas album that everybody's doing a review on. I used to do reviews on artists and albums back in 2012 when I was on YouTube, but now I just everybody's doing that now, and it's become a genre. Everything I've done on my old YouTube back in 2012 when it was not monetized and there was no way to monetize it, um, it's become a genre on YouTube these days. So, um, like I said, it's using this time, this new moon, to release all the things that do not serve me, and I just want to put this out there in this raw form of me observing, this new moon, um, you know, I'm pretty much freestyling this live stream, you know, uh, yeah, I see a lot of the different YouTubers out there. They got a good amount of subscribers, and they can't get any people that come to their live stream, and they kind of defeated about that. But um, I kind of like it this way. I want I want the right people to find me. I want the right people to, tap into what I got going on. I don't want to have to do a lot of marketing. I don't want to have to do any of that. I just want, like I said, like the algorithm right now should be the new moon in my mind, but the algorithm is not the new moon. I think that the algorithm right now is like Jim Jones and Whack 100 or something like that. So I could have named it that and then talked about the Mazzaroth, but I don't want to attract the wrong people. So I'd rather attract nobody, let this record, let this come up, and people can find this years later if they want to. I don't care. Just let them know I was here during the new moon, August 8th, well, it's actually, yeah, August 8th, 2021. And a lot of people are saying different things. You hear people on the internet saying that this is the real 2012. You remember what they were saying back in 2012 about, earth changes and everything? A lot of people were out here saying that, oh, the calendar was wrong, this and that. So I've always been interested in calendars and things like that. You had the Mayan calendar they was talking about back then, you know. Uh, so let me see if I can share this. It's not like it's, let me do it like that. So let me just play it from my studio.
Greetings, my beloved masters of the universe. I have just received a channeling from the Elohim of the highest order of light. A very important gateway is opening for all of us right now. A gateway of such magnitude that it is going to be a key moment in your life where you will need to make a very important decision which will affect your life for the next 3 years and 3 months. In the channeling, they say that you will be presented with three choices and you will need to choose the right one for your heart. This has to do with your occupation. I'm told that it will be happening from July 28th to August 12th, give or take a few days, and that you need to tune into your heart in order to make the right decision. Here is the channel link that I have received. What we are trying to say to you, dearly beloveds, is that on the planes of existence, at this very moment in time, a gate of transcendence, benevolence, and might shall open our gates for all to witness the timelines of their very own vocations on this planet. The timelines are being extricated and brought into alignment with the highest in order to unify the messianic pathways and allow each of you stationed on Gaia to instigate a birth of a new momentum for your very own paths. Your collective energies have reached a point of exasperation, and much of the stored vesicles of time and space must be realigned to meet the higher vibrational frequencies of the creator gods that you indeed are. For through your very own vocations, and we repeat vocations onto your planet in the next few days before the welcome energies from the very distant galaxy within the solar system of Ram. From said solar system, and yes, indeed, such a solar system exists in the outskirts of said constellation of Ram, you shall receive notices of a change in your vocational statuses. For much shall begin to swiftly shift in your lives, specifically in regard to your present earthly vocations, and a new vocational blueprint shall be laid before you, allowing you to choose from three choices in which direction you are to move into for the next 3 years and 3 months of your stationary experience on your planet. What we are trying to say to you, dearly beloveds, is that upon entrance into the world of light, known in your world as particles of ascension and transcendence, you shall find yourselves brought before a blueprint, a map from which you shall be asked to select one vocational pathway to expand your consciousness for the next 3 years and 3 months of your earthly time frame. Why is this moment so significant for all of you? It is significant primarily because through said experience, your consciousness will expand, and you shall understand even more intricately the workings of the universe through the interconnectedness and interviewing of your vesicles of time and space within the human biological structure of being, within the human timelines. From said experience, the biological timeline of human souls stationed upon your planet shall begin to shift. And it is precisely at the 3 year and 3 months mark that the event that you are all waiting for shall occur, the event which shall shift the dogmatic pathways of human misconception of time and space into the timeline that which they have and you have chosen to experience during this monumental moment in the history of your planet, your universe, and all of creation. For the timelines have indeed been shifted away from the trajectory upon which earthlings shall thrive, and in so doing, have postponed the arrival of a new wave of light. Yet it is precisely at this very moment in time that due to your collective consciousness and your collective reawakening to self, that your energies have again shifted the trajectory onto the right path for all who are currently arriving and are birthed onto your planet as we speak. All who have been birthed and who shall be birthed within said time frame shall fall into the circle of light immemorial, from which a new human experience can begin to be built in your lifetime. A new human experience which shall shift away from all the negativity that you have experienced thus far in your journeys, and return humanity onto the right pathway that shall indeed connect human souls with the divinity of that which they are. What we are trying to say to you, dearly beloveds, is that tremendous shifts are taking place in the invisible world all around you, condensing timelines and expanding them as we speak. And such condensation is at the root cause of all the issues that are presently engulfing your societies and human collective consciousness. And thus, it is once again going to be your mission to transcend said moment and transfigure it through your very own vocation, thinking patterns, and choices that you are to make in the days to come regarding your vocational blueprint for the next 3 years and 3 months of your time. And thus, on or around your new moon, July 28th through August 12th, repatterning of your own timelines and your own occupational structures shall occur. We await your decisions as to which timelines you wish to transition your very own vessels of time and space to experience, and how you wish to experience the next 3 years and 3 months of your life.
Next 3 years,
Albeit,
3
the
months.
deciding factor lays with you. We advise each and every one of you to carefully weigh all the options that you shall be presented, and select the option that is closest to your heart of hearts, disregarding the material outcome of said choices. For it is the experience that you are selecting at this very moment in time, and not the material gains that shall come from said experience. For it is only through being fully present and fully engaged in said vocation that you shall be able to shift the collective consciousness onto the right path for all involved. Tread carefully in your decision-making process and arrive at the right decision for your very own selves and for all whom shall be affected by your decisions. Indeed, the task that lays ahead is a very important one, and again you weigh your decisions eagerly anticipating a new planetary trajectory to occur within the aforementioned time frame. Shall you require assistance in making such a decision, it is to your very own heart that you are to look to for answers, for it is only through the intricately designed heart space that you shall be able to connect to the Creator within and make the right decision for your soul. That is all that we have for you now. We love you. We are with you. Goodbye for now.
So I want to speak on, everything it's like 30 minutes in and I've been chilling. For real. Haven't really even spoke about anything. It's a late night. So yeah, while everybody's on Facebook or whatever they're doing, I just want to just get this off my heart, off my chest, everything that's going on. Um, just pray as well that uh, you know, that I allow the answers that I need for the proper path, according to this new moon Leo portal gate. Um, not really into channeling, but anybody that is speaking on a topic that I'm already in tune with, I check it out and I listen to it, whether it's if I'm observing a new moon and I find some people having some late night scriptures surrounding it, perfect. If I find somebody that's doing what's that, tarot card readings, try to avoid those things, but sometimes, I come across somebody who's maybe attractive and I'll listen to what they have to say. So yeah, I'm gonna continue my life coaching class. There's nothing you can do in this world without spirituality. There's nothing you can do in this world without the principles of spirituality, like faith, um, and a lot of the disciplines that are necessary in life comes through, spirituality, religion. That's a form of discipline as well. And there's a lot of things that here living in Las Vegas that I could be doing on a nightly basis, but I prefer to just create my sanctuary and allow only a select few into my energy space, because I have to keep it clear with all the things going on in the world. I'm trying to put on my full armor right now and try to refrain, keep my Sabbath. Had a good, healthy Sabbath yesterday. You know, Now I'm trying to observe this new moon, and wish I had a queen to hold me accountable with some of these calendar dates and things like that. But it's not really many queens out there that don't belong to camps that are just independent and are into um, their not necessarily their faith, but just their God self. You know, it's hard to find one of those daughters of God. Sh- and when I do find one, it's like it's no way I deserve. You know, almost going to something more. Just seeing daughter of God, because it's like gotta ask myself, God, Father, do I deserve? Do I deserve somebody like this? I would love to be that person for this uh, daughter of Zion. So, speaking of Zion, I just feel like we've come to the edge of time. I say that in my rhymes and stuff because it rhymes and stuff, but um, you know, family members, friends, you know, feel like us as social beings are being pulled away from socializing in the form that and not only socializing but communicating and relating and um, associating with others. Our relationships are just changing, and I think they're just not going to be the same from now on. I mean, you know, um, I wanted to come back on YouTube um, because I feel like there's a lot of things on YouTube that are not being said and that are not being done. Now, I know I'm going to have to probably get into some type of controversy to gain views. I've been on this live now almost 40 minutes, and not one person has found my live stream, which I'm cool with because I wasn't really ready to go live. I'm just observing my new moon. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Um, Gotta take sales calls in the morning, early in the morning. So yeah, I got to get back to my day job, of course. Um, but according to the channeling, there's gonna be three paths to take in the in your career field, or your path in life. And it's going to be up to you to make the decision for yourself. Now, me myself, I have a lot of things going on. I have a day job. I'm maintaining a regular life. Nothing fancy. you know Bachelor. I can record as much material and put on my hard drive that I want. I can, have a nice meal every now and then. I mean, I try to do my thing, but I don't have a queen to really, put that love in it and really, you know, treat me like I need to be treated, in my regards. But that's neither here nor there. Um, the scripture has been bothering me. Wow, where it says, Jesus says, let the dead bury the dead. Now that scripture, um, I have to find the exact scripture. You know what? Sure. I'm not in a rush. Literally, people were tagging me, talking about class reunions. I'm from Macon, Georgia, so it's always good to go back to your hometown and, just catch up with people. But, I'm just not the one to live in the past. I want to venture off into new horizons. This paradigm and this people like to use the word matrix. Um, this age is what it is is transitioning, and I just want to be prepared for the transition. So, I've had my aspirations in this world. Rap star, basketball star, Hollywood star, you name it. But okay, here it is. It's Luke 9:60. I just wanted to make sure I knew which verse I was getting it from. But that verse where Jesus said, "Let the dead bury the dead," has been like really beating hard inside of me because it's like it sounds such cold hearted. You know, how can Jesus be so cold hearted, right? But then you have people in this world who you can say give all the information, all the facts, all the knowledge to, and you can allow them to find it for themselves by just dropping jewels. You can have all of that in the world, and you can present it to people and you try to help people, but it's like if they didn't come to that knowledge themselves, if they didn't find that knowledge themselves, it's like it's hard for them to accept it from you. And you know, with everything going on in the world, people are calling, uh, this situation, um, this crisis that's going on, um, emergency that we're in, state of emergency that we're in. You know, everybody, for whatever reason, um, everybody's not getting the same information. Everybody's not comprehending the same information, and it's nothing you can tell the next person. They're going to have to use their own intuition. They're going to have to use their own insight as to what's to come and to make their decisions. Now you have regular citizens blaming other citizens for these draconian lockdowns and things that are going on. So if you're a young person right now, you're going to school, just getting into college, like, like this has been a rough 2 years. Like, I'm 39, so I can only imagine, being a 17, 18, 19-year old, you know, within these last couple of years. Like, it's like the people that are in charge and the people like in an older generation, it's like they forgot about that time of their life. It's like they're at the end of their lives and they can't be young anymore. They're miserable and they want you to be miserable as well. And it's just it's sad because you have family members, you have friends, you have all the people that are close to you that are gonna give you these types of vibes. And now you got all of these mechanisms of control that they're using against the populace. And I just pray for humanity, you know. I'm not trying to be a survivalist. I'm not trying to stock up on all kinds of water. And, even though I've done a little bit of that, but, they're talking about the emergency broadcast that's supposed to go on, I think, the 11th. So nobody knows what that emergency is about, but, you know, different channels are are saying that it's are confirming it. Now, this is something that was supposed to happen a long time ago with the Trump um, um, election thing or whatever. But my whole thing is this: like, you have people that follow Trump like he's the Messiah. Now, if anything, Trump is the trumpet. If anything, if he's anything, he's a trumpet, not the Messiah. So why would you worship the trumpet? You have people out there that are worshiping the trumpet and they're thinking that he's going to come back and fix everything that's going on. He put all of this stuff in motion. You know, he obviously didn't have the power to stop this. I don't know what it is. You know, I know most people just want to go back to normal. I'm not sure that I care about going back to normal, or any of that. So that's not a good enough, marketing tactic in my book. You know, the Olympics, the Olympics are wrapping up. That went through smoothly. You have Shikari who was left behind because of the use of marijuana. You know, I promote CBD products, so I'm never going to talk about any hemp product or anybody who uses. But one of the things that I was pursuing, which was an old passion of mine. I've been in the corporate world, being a sales professional, but in my younger years, I was in the sports a lot, and I played at every level, as far as intercollegiate, and so uh, right before this pandemic and everything, I was putting in the work to get the education and knowledge I need to become a sports agent, which I completed. And I'm now an agent advisor, and I'm able to help, the next generation as far as transitioning from a young talent into a professional. I have that. I have that connect. I have that connection, and I am a recruiter. I'm not really going to talk about that too much on this channel. This is more of my spiritual channel, my life coaching channel, and it's going to include who I am as a person, which, you know, um, my day job, I'm a sales professional. I work from home. I take sales calls. I get my sales calls done. I reach my goals and I move on to the rest of my day by 3 o'clock p.m. I got the rest of the day to myself. So I'm going to be doing more uh, videos, just speaking on current events and relating it to my life because that's what this life coaching uh, channel is going to be about. Um, I came out to Las Vegas, came out here with nobody, not knowing anybody, no friends, no family, no nothing, uh, just for a fresh start during right after the recession um, under Obama. And I've seen a lot, I've been through a lot. And before that, I was, you know, pursuing professional sports, and that's a whole other part of my life. But I'm thankful for, all the twists and turns, all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, you know, from looking back on the things that I was pursuing. I'm kind of glad I really didn't, you know, I'm kind of glad I wasn't successful in some of the things that I was pursuing, because these were paths that required a lot of um, negative entities to be involved. Right now I have nothing. I'm independent and I'm cool with that, but I am looking to grow, you know. Um, I have um, I have zero audience, so there's nowhere to go but up. There's nowhere to go but up. And I've had faith that I will be granted everything that I need, which I feel like I have gained. Thank the Most High for that. Thank the Most High for that. So I do have everything I need, but I don't have anything flashy, put it like that. I don't have anything flashy. Um, let's keep me a bottle of the red wine, Merlot to be exact. Anybody still find this stream and they want to join me, like I say, I'm still looking for somebody that can hold me accountable, that knows like the Hebrew laws better than me. If I can find somebody like that, man, I'll be so complete. Just thinking out loud on this new moon. More CBD products coming soon. Got the CBD coffee, really good pick me up, you know, high in nutrients and immune boosting properties. So I definitely have that link at the bottom of this video. Yeah, just a sample life coaching. Um, stay tuned. Much health, um, you know, and guidance in your life. Um, I just wanna step up to put myself out there, you know, um, to attract anyone who may see me as a good guy for them, you know. Um, and if nothing happens from that, that's cool too, you know. YouTube is not my thing. Um, when I first started YouTube back in the day in 2010, something like that, 2012, like I don't even have access to that account anymore. It's like when YouTube changed and upgrade, they just hijacked that account. So I got somebody on my other channel who was like, "What happened to you, bro? Like, what do you got to say about this? What do you got to say about that?" Look, I have no access to that channel. They probably monetizing it and making all kind of money and views on that channel because it just speaks on a lot of things that people are just now talking about today. But what I do want to say as well, a lot of things that people on YouTube are talking about, um, I hate to say it, but I live it. I live it. Um, it's too late, you know. It's too late for a lot of these topics that a lot of y'all are talking about, as far as coding, as far as I mean, a lot of stuff that people are saying that these celebrities are giving back. Like I was speaking on this in 2012. You know, we needed them then. You know, you got the different people coming on live, which I do have a Kwame story, real life story. We crossed paths in my life, so I got a lot of stuff to share. You know, YouTube has um, really transformed since 2012, and um, people act like nothing happened in 2012. A lot happened in 2012. Okay, I'm keeping real with you. I'm gonna speak on a lot of things that did happen in 2012 that you can see on YouTube now. Timelines, Mandela effects, like this stuff did not start until flat Earth. All these concepts came along, resurfaced, as I say, after 2012. When I left YouTube, everything changed. But I'm still trying to iron out if it's for the good or the bad because everything did change. And now we're on a trajectory. We had Trump as president. I don't think he was supposed to be president. Okay. A lot of people didn't understand him as being their leader. But I do know what has been postponed, prevented. Who knows? I do understand that. And I just want my testimony to be out there on this new moon, August the 8th, 2021. Just want my presence in my aura to just, what do they call it? Timestamp, screenshot, pin uh, the crossroads that we are on. And I just want to continue to speak on it. I don't know how long it's going to be on my heart to speak on it. It's the West Coast. It's 9:55. You know, I wake up 5, 6 in the morning, no problem. So I'm good. Your signs and wonders. Thank you. Thank you. I wish health and guidance for all that finds this broadcast. Just a sample life coaching. It's important to have a sense of spirituality. Okay. I don't ever judge anybody's spirituality. I came up in a church. I discovered who Yah was or Jah was through Rastafari. Okay. And then, I learned more about who I was through the teachings of, different Hebrew scholars and Israelite scholars. So when I was coming into my consciousness, when I was coming to my consciousness, I was led the same way everyone is led, by realizing that a lot of these people that are held at such high regard in history were Black people, you know, um, whether it's the Egyptians, you have the people who are so much tied into representing Kemet. You know why? Because Kemet means Black. That's why they want Kemet to be them. You know, same thing with Rastafari. When I found out that uh, Haile Selassie could possibly be um, a descendant of David, that put things into perspective for me to be something tangible, that Jesus probably was Black. Jesus probably was Black. And so my upbringing and what I was taught in the church and who Jesus was, and all of that changed because of Rastafari. Now, you can say what you want, but no one flies the flag of Judah. Haile Selassie did. No one flies the flag of Judah. This is a flag that is non-existent in the world today, and it hasn't been in existence since Haile Selassie. And all I have wanted since my awakening was for a ruler to come back flying that flag. Then I will know who to follow. There are plenty of people in the Bible who are Ethiopian. It makes sense for them to carry on the traditions of the Bible. There's no reason for Hebrew Israelites to, you know, um, treat them as enemies because they're Ham, or things of that nature. These are just things that I have came across spiritually in my spiritual journey. That being said, I went to all denominations of churches during my spiritual walk. So something that a lot of people haven't. I just feel like my walk has been a lot different than a lot of people. I've left my comfort zone. I've um, faced my fears for the most part. I've bet on myself. I took these challenges. I faced adversity, and I am softly landed into a place of comfort. And I just thank the Most High. I just thank the Most High for that. So I see a lot of these. I see a lot of these channels with filled up chat rooms. You know, they're talking about this, they're talking about that, they're talking about current events, they're talking about uh, tabloid topics. And, and if I really saw YouTube turning into the tabloids, I could have I could have killed that. You know, I could have killed that if I would have just followed the shock jock tabloid model. But I'm not gonna do that because because if because 300 people are gonna find my channel, and that's all. Just like the movie, just 300 people are gonna find my channel, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna have 300 likes on all my channels, all my videos, 300 subscribers, and that's how I want things to unfold. And the things that I bring up, and the things that I talk about, you know, whichever path I choose within these next uh 3 years and 3 days, that um a supposed shift is happening that I feel like I'm being in tune with. Nobody on YouTube is going to be able to trampoline off of this but me, because you're going to see this video in the time stamp, time date, and I'm going to move forward with the path that I chose, because I have so many opportunities in my life. I have so many paths in my life that I've worked towards. And it's like, since the pandemic and put everything on pause, I don't have to go full throttle into any of it. Right now, I'm just sticking to my sales calls as an independent contractor and just earning my daily bread. That's all I'm concentrated on. Nothing that's gonna make me rich, nothing that's gonna make me famous. That's nothing that's gonna do anything glamorous for me. Only thing that's gonna do is to keep my sanctuary afloat, allow me to um, record in my library. And I just want to add the audio. I just want to add these. I just want to add, well, not the audio, but I want to add the video to a lot of the things that I have going on. Like I said, if you are a up and coming um, videographer, um, you got that crazy mind like DJ Danger Mouse, send me a message. I'll put my business email down uh, in the description, one of the descriptions, and yeah, hit me up. See if we can do something as far as doing visuals for Georgia Guidestones. If I got a couple people in mind for doing this remix, but I need people to hit me up who want to just you know get some credits, up and coming, maybe still in school or whatever. They just want to do my mastering, you know, I'll pay whatever their fee is, let them get their credits going, and really make some good visuals for that, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I dropped that down. It was just a free flowing thing, nonstop over the beat. The beat that I got was um, a special, a special instrumental that is from what's called the Arrowhead Project. Now, if you're familiar with the esoteric um, timeless art that was found in a cave, and I think Utah, that was out of place, that was out of its time, that was buried in time. They found like CDs and art that were dated so far back in time that it's like a time capsule. So but it was out of place because the things that were in the time capsule were not of that time. And in that time capsule, there was music and art. Now, in that music was just like, melodic instrumentals that you can't really classify as any type of genre. But when I discovered them, I was like, I got to make music out of this. I got to make rap out of this. So these instrumentals that I've used on the George Godstones are a lot. No, anybody that wants to lay claim to this music, please feel free to copyright strike me. Please feel free to copyright strike me because I would like to know who you are. But this is an archaeological find, and no one knows the author of of these of this artwork or this music. So I'm using it, okay, and I'm bringing you know my own lyrics to the art and bringing it to life in a new way. So like I said, that's what's going on. Anybody that is out there that can offer their services, that want to, get some credits and, want to put themselves out there as to mastering and recording the remix, because I have people in mind that can really light up these remakes. So I'm gonna end it like this. Um, I really didn't talk a lot about the new moon. Um, Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm just relaxing here, doing this introduction, and I'm allowing y'all to join me on this new moon. I wanted to document my train of thought on this new moon and everything that I got going. I told you I was doing freestyle, and I didn't know what was going to happen. All of my streams will be the same way. So you had LeBron James come out and he said, where's Kendrick Lamar? All this stuff going on. You hear people coming out, different people. I think DJ Academics or somebody said something like that. Like, with all this going on, where are the conscious rappers? Where's Kendrick Lamar? I could use a Kendrick Lamar album right now. And then here it comes with Nas. Nas comes out with an album, comes through in clutch. All right. This is what the world needed. They needed the conscious rapper to drop something that they knew. Here comes Nas. Now I heard the Lauryn Hill joint. Lauryn Hill, Nas, can't beat it. Now, I have some gripes with Nas, okay? He gets a lot of passes that he gets a lot of passes that other artists and other celebrities don't get. Everybody feel like all celebrities are part of this society, secret society or whatever. But Nas gets the pass. It's not being down with any of that. And 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 I don't really accuse him of any of that. But I do have a gripe with him. I do have a gripe with him that's inconsistent. And I could bring that out, but I haven't heard the album. I haven't heard what he said about other issues going on, current events. So I'm gonna hold off on that. There's a lot of things that known artists who are considered conscious should be speaking on right now. It should be guiding and leading the people accordingly to what's going on right now. And it's not a lot of rappers that can do that. Jay-Z can't lead anybody to in in the right direction. when it comes to what's going on right now. You know, Nas can, you know, uh, different, the newer generation might say Kendrick Lamar could. Um, but there's a lot going on. Um, what will happen? August 11th, they're talking about the emergency broadcast. You know, Patriots are saying Trump will return. Survivalists are saying all hell will break loose. And not really seeing what a lot of the Bible believers are believing. I haven't heard any news from the Bible believers of what they seem to be oblivious. The astrology people are talking about this Lion's Gate, that is this portal that is opening. So they're pretty much giving readings as to what that means in your life. I wish everyone well. Um, it's been a crazy year. Um, I pray that those that are wishing humanity any type of uh, ill will, especially the elect, I pray that they fall victim to their own web, their own traps, their own poisons. And just sharing my new moon, talking out loud, because normally on a new moon, I'll probably be more into a mental space and I wouldn't really be saying things out loud. But the vibrations of your throat, of your throat chakra, that's why you hear a lot of the Tibetans and things of that nature. You'll hear it's just trying to make that vibration, you know, uh, low octaves, you know, things that cause vibrations. So I pray that my fire offering be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Just a sample life coaching, a lot to come, a lot of topics. Um, like I said, you know, I have plenty of options in my life right now, of paths to go down as far as, you know, getting back into sports, being a leader in that regard, giving back in that regard, um, moving up in, in, into a more leadership role with the company that I'm contracted with, um, at the moment. You know, I'm progressing pretty well with that, so my options are limitless in that. And as a sales professional, that's an important skill. A lot of these, what you call ghetto children out here, just gonna put it like that, who get caught up into you know, drugs and hustling and things of that nature in the streets. Um, I want to share with you um, the sales industry. If you think you a hustler, you can sell anything, then there's legal things that you can sell. Now, as far as being a trade, um, it's not a trade; it's a skill. So if you say you're skilled, you got skills, and you can sell whatever. You can sell, you know, salt to a snail. Okay, there's a place for you in this world that is not a trap. That is actually a um, an escape. Okay, it's an escape. That's a skill that can be used as an escape. You know, so as a sales professional, learning the psychology, learning the business, learning the potential that it, and the perseverance that it takes to be successful as a salesperson. you know it's once you've mastered it, which is always a learning process. Once you can once you've become comfortable as a sales professional, you can pretty much open the doors to any industry. Every industry needs a good salesperson. Okay, so that's something out there that you can. That's a skill out there you can get. You can get on the job training if you have the guts to put yourself out there. So I wanted to share that with you. Um, just a sample life coaching, new moon observation. Um, just sharing my fire offering. Got my incense. Got my candles, and yeah, I just want to send the best vibrations out for the adaptation that is needed for the waves that are coming into our reality. Okay. Um, I'm going to wrap it up. Looks like it wasn't the will to attract any audience on this live. I'm cool with that. I'm going to post it up, and I want people to see this new moon at whatever time you know it finds them, or they find me. And I don't want it to happen any other way. So all the beloved out there, focus on the path, the narrow path in your life that is needed for you to become the person who the Most High wants you to be. That's what I wish for myself. So that's what I wish for you. You find this helped you in any way. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna bring back some more lives, maybe during the prime time where everybody gets views, or who knows how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start doing more lives, make myself president, because within the next you know, within the next moments of life, I'm just gonna put it like that. Um, there's just a lot to talk about. And I don't want to be out of the loop when it comes to those things. Um, so I'm going to put my opinions out there and trust that it will find the right people. So until next time, you find this, like, subscribe, don't share, okay, because it might not be for everybody. Don't share, just like, subscribe, you know, we'll connect and we'll make something happen. All right. Shout out to y'all who all observe the new moon and let's get get more in touch with God's calendar and God's holidays and get more in touch with who we are in his eyes. And that's it. Till next time, to the next topic, just a sample life coaching. I'm out.